Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. Welcome to Walk On Weekly with your hosts, Nebraska men's basketball players Sam Hoiberg and Jeff Grace III. This is Walk On Weekly.
All right, welcome back into Ticket Weeknights. Once again, I am Harrison Arns running the ones and twos. We got the host, as always, Jeff Grace III, as he just pops his mic off. I'll pop you out there so you can work on that. And Sam Hoiberg as well. You might have to get Austin in here if he's listening to come and help you out. Here, tell you what you do. Tuck the elbow down and then just hold the mic. And we can do that in the meantime.
What a start.
There's Sam. I'm going to open it up with you while I help Jeff out. But obviously, Team USA does not win it, does not get third. Real quick thoughts on you while I help Jeff out with this mic.
Well, one of my favorite things that's come from it is LeBron assembling the Avengers after everyone lost. I don't know if you saw that, but there's been a ton of memes on Twitter about LeBron basically like photoshopped onto what's his name? Blanking. No, I'm blanking on his name. Nick Fury.
Oh, yeah,
he's like the Avengers Assemble or something. It's got like Steph Curry, Kevin Durant, all those guys.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, and obviously extremely disappointing. I thought that team was still good enough to win it, but I just feel like those other national teams play with so much passion, and it's hard to gather that sometimes when we don't have the same guys playing every single time. And I don't think it means as much because they're more focused on NBA stuff. Not those whole teams are not. Other teams are not always made up of all NBA players. So, and watching them win was really cool. So I was really impressed with like Schroeder's performance and even other guys like Daniel Tice.
Yeah, I know Dylan Brooks had a great time.
Dylan Brooks.
Yeah.
Wow.
He played great. I mean, he
never
really
thought
did.
I'd hear that one.
No, yeah, we were kind of, everyone was kind of hard on him for obvious reasons. Yeah. He wasn't playing that great either towards the end of the NBA season. But yeah, I was kind of surprised. And it does seem to every time the U.S., especially with the World Cup, it's not as big deal for the Olympics. You can argue, but I feel like that always gets a response. Every time we lose one of those, like you see the super teams come together. So I think with the Olympics, what's it like? It's thinking LeBron, they're going to try to get KD, they're trying to get Steph.
Yeah,
like no one's beating that team.
Damian Lillard, Anthony Davis, Draymond Green, Devin Booker.
Devin Booker.
De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, De'Aaron Fox. I think Draymond Green might be the weakest link. No, that's not even really a weak link there.
Yeah, he would be good to have on that team just to be a team player because I mean you have so many ball dominant guys. But I think if you put all those guys together, I mean obviously they're not losing, but they have it like the 2012 team had really close games with Spain in the Olympics.
Yeah.
And that team, they looked like they'd beat everyone by 60. So who knows? I mean, the rest of the world is getting better. So I'm not 100% like saying we're going to beat every team by 50. I do think we definitely win, though.
Yeah, I would say we'd win, too. I mean, just around like with the offense and everything, with like Steve Kerr still being the coach and everything and getting them the right positions and like them kind of like bouncing off one another would help a lot, especially like those group of guys, and like it allows them like create shots for themselves. Like they can all pretty much create shots for themselves besides Draymond, but at the end of the day, like you need Draymond on defense, and I feel like you have all the right pieces that you need to win.
Yeah, I guess Draymond, he is. I should go back on that because I do still consider him as one of the best help defenders. But he's so good in that position, especially on that Warriors team. Now, let me ask you guys this.
And his communication's so important.
Oh, yeah. I mean, like, whatever you think of him, he is a pretty smart basketball player. He knows how to get on players' skins, but he's also, like, you see him on defense, and he never, I mean, he does get the flagrants every now and then. I guess there's a fine line with him. Last season was a little rough with the fouls. If he can stay clean, though.
He's a very good defender regardless.
So. Still a great defender. But let me, guys, ask you this, because obviously this is kind of the topic. With the U.S. losing the World Cup, do you guys think the NBA Finals winner should be dubbed world champions? You guys had to know that was coming.
I've thought about it a lot. And I don't think I don't hear the word coined that often when NBA teams win world champions anyway, so I think it's kind of a stupid debate. I don't think necessarily they should be called world champions because they didn't win a world championship, but they would win the world championship if there was like the best NBA team in the best league in the world by far. And I don't, and like people saying that them losing in the World Cup was like a reason to say against it. Like I'm looking at both sides here.
Yeah.
There's still a bunch of NBA players on those other teams. Like they are playing in that league with like, so that's kind of both sides. I don't know.
I kind of see it. Like I kind of do see it as the world champions. Just kind of what you said. The best players are typically going to go to the NBA.
Yeah.
Like you have Jokic, you have Giannis, you have Luka, all those guys. Like, yeah, for their countries, they're great, but they're playing in the NBA. So, like, I do kind of see it as world champions. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, I guess, you know, as the world gets better, but I do think of the NBA as kind of world champions. But I mean, it doesn't need to be, like you said, a necessary title.
Yeah,
It's a little
I'm fine with it. I'm completely fine with them calling them world champions, but they're not. So I see the other side of it because they beat the rest of the American teams, and I guess there's one team from Canada, but
I find it pointless, to be honest. I mean, you're
It's
really
so
arguing
stupid.
about nothing. So, like, at the end of the day, like, I mean, world champions or not, just go with it. I mean,
It's kind of fun.
it is what it is. It's been around for so long, them calling themselves the world champions. So, like, why would you stop it? Like, why are we trying to stop it now? You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's what makes it interesting. It's kind of coming up now. This has
Exactly.
always been a thing,
Exactly.
but now,
it's so important to like bring it up.
and then of course the U.S. loses the World Cup. It doesn't even get third, which is going to add fuel to the fire.
No doubt.
But yeah, again, it's kind of a, like you said, you're not playing the world. It would be cool if there's some sort of system where the NBA Finals, whatever you consider the next pro leagues out there, just do a head-to-head exhibition just to see.
like a Champions League deal would be cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if you get enough quality teams to like.
It'd be pretty top heavy.
A Euro League, I think best Euro League teams probably could be a decent NBA team. I don't think they'd win anything, obviously, but those are really, really good players. I don't know how good those other leagues are in the world, but
I think Spain's probably up there.
Yeah, well, I think
leagues.
a lot of those European teams from those countries, like they play each other, so it's kind of like the champions of Europe. Like there's a Euro League team in Turkey, a Euro League team in Spain, Germany, whatever. So seeing those teams play would be pretty cool.
I think it'd be interesting for sure. It'd be something different that we haven't seen.
That would be cool to do, like in the middle of the season, kind of instead of doing that mid-season tournament with NBA teams.
Exactly.
Get some foreign teams in there instead, and it's like U.S. kind of versus the world type of deal.
And
it's bringing way more revenue than it already has.
And then guys like Luka, Giannis, Jokic, it's like they're off, you know, the U.S. side. They're going, and like you compete for, I guess, the world quote unquote title, and you just do it there in the middle of the season. I think that'd be better because I'm still a little curious about this midseason tournament. I'm still not fully optimistic that this thing's going to work out. Like, do you guys think $500,000 is enough to get the best players in the NBA to care about playing through that midseason tournament, given it's single elimination, so that you don't have to go through a whole playoff series?
Well, they are changing the load management thing, so I think that will help a lot, and to get like the key players to play in this tournament. And while they're playing, like I feel like since it's like the first time they're doing this season, it'll bring a lot more like insight, kind of NBA basketball again. Once like that it used to have, it doesn't have that anymore, and it's like losing a lot of revenue because of like players are sitting out, they don't want to play, like the load management kind of stuff. So like I feel like it's going to bring a lot of attention, which is like the thing the NBA needs right now to go in the right direction.
Especially during the middle of the season. We talk about it all the time. It's such a drag to kind of get through that. And real quick, since you brought it up, I do want to mention up the rules. So under this new rule, it's not in play yet, but they're in the process of putting it into play. Under this rule, a star player will be seen as anyone who has made an all-star game or all-NBA team in the past 3 seasons. And if you do sit those players for no reason at all, it's $100,000 for the first violation, so load management game, $250,000 for the second, and $1 million additional for anything after. So that's going to be, I'm going to be curious to see how NBA coaches handle that.
Yeah, that'll be very interesting.
Do you think some just bite the bullet and take violation 1, violation?
Violation 1 and 2 probably wouldn't be too bad.
But
I mean, $500,000 is still.
Third and fourth one might.
Is it $500,000 for a second? Is that what you said?
Yeah. So the first one's, or no, excuse me, it's just $250,000. So, but the second one, that's $250,000
out of the organization. Is that what you said?
Yeah, the organization is going to be penalized. out of their pocket.
I think those first two aren't terrible.
Mhm.
I think they're probably willing to bite that bullet, but anything after that, I mean,
Definitely goes up.
I think
It's
there's gonna be a
getting up
lot
there.
of finessing the injury reports.
most definitely.
Like I
Yeah.
think that's what I'm kind of seeing out
Like
of this.
finessing the system, kind of.
Yeah, like we're
Yeah.
gonna find ways to list guys as like legitimate injuries that
Mhm.
it's kind of how you gonna tell them no?
Yeah.
Like knee soreness, stuff like that. Like you can kind of test that, but if LeBron James says he has a sore knee and they sit him out, are you really gonna penalize them?
Yeah, it's gonna be like a big, like almost kind of test year for these like new NBA rules with that. I mean, no idea how that's gonna go. And then obviously the in-season tournament, I feel like the ratings will be good year one, and then after that you kind of have to see
Mm-hmm.
just because it's the first year of it.
I could be wrong because the play-in I thought would be a dud as well, and that turned out to be awesome. It's
That's
honestly
true.
some of my favorite parts of the
Yeah, I
playoffs
really like
now.
the
Everyone loves it. I
Mhm.
mean, I feel like now you hear about it a lot more because, like, I feel like you have to like wait for it all to develop. Like, give it a few years, I would say. Because how long has the plan been for?
It's just year two.
Year
It's
two.
be year 3 now.
So I feel like it's making it more interesting,
Mm-hmm.
especially at the end of the season when like it really matters at the end of the day. So
I think.
like,
Sorry, keep
keep
going.
going. No, you're good.
Well, I was just thinking one way you could easily fix the play-in issue of guys not playing hard is maybe you could do an auto lock for play-in spot.
Hmm.
So those teams on the lower end will be playing super hard, and the teams in the middle will be playing super hard. Maybe the teams at the top won't care as much, but if they don't want to see a certain team have a chance to make the playoffs or something like that, they're going to have to
I like
play
that.
hard.
An auto lock put more in it than just $500,000
for sure. I think an auto lock is a way bigger deal, obviously. So those teams that are around the 10, 11 range that think they can make it, those teams are going to be playing like it's the playoffs.
That is true because if you get that auto lock too and you still end up having a really bad season, that's not going to affect your draft pick either.
Yep.
So it's also going to incentivize them to keep, obviously keep playing hard. And if they do start losing games, it's not the end of the world. You still got that auto lock and you can build off that playoff momentum. Who knows what happens? I think that is, a way better idea. That I guess that was my biggest problem. There's not enough incentive.
$500,000 is nothing to stars.
No.
Obviously,
At all.
those lower, like Spurs, for example, like there's not a ton of big contract guys on that team. So they're going to have dudes that really want to win and get that $500,000. But is it just going to be those teams with not a lot of big payroll guys that are going to be playing hard? It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah, because then second place is only $250,000. And then I think third is 100,000. I don't even know if third. I think third gets a small check, and then everyone else is kind of. I don't think anyone else gets in it. I think it's just first, second, third. But yeah, I don't think it's enough incentive to kind of get those guys to play. I do want to ask you guys. We got 5 minutes left. I want to try to figure out who do you think out of these duos. I saw this on Bleacher Report, and it's a pretty good argument. The best duos, if you had to rank them, you got KD and Steph, Nikola Jokic and Luka, Giannis and Dame. Out of those three, what is the best duo?
Say it one more time.
Good. Number one, you got LeBron James, Steph Curry. The second
Was it
duo.
LeBron or
Was
Kevin
it
Durant?
KD or
You said KD
LeBron?
first.
Oh, did I say Kevin Durant? LeBron James, Steph Curry. That's the first
LeBron
pairing.
James, Steph Curry. Okay.
Yep.
That's
Second
number
pairing is Jokic and Luka. And then the third one, Giannis and Dame.
Giannis and Dame.
I go LeBron, Steph. We'll see how good LeBron is this year. I don't see him really slowing down.
Mhm.
I think that's just an unstoppable duo right there. Then Giannis, Dame, and then Jokic, Luka, just because really hard to hide two guys on defense anyways, and both of those guys are not very good defenders. Luka doesn't play defense, and Jokic just can't. So, yeah, that would be obviously a ton of scoring, but defensively, that would be a struggle.
That's kind of where I was at. I was leaning towards. I think LeBron, Steph is the easy one
You got to.
because that just makes the most sense. Their play styles
Yeah.
can match up very well. But it would be kind of funny trying to watch Steph Curry have to guard a guy like Luka the entire time.
Is it like a 2-on-2 tournament? Is that what this is?
Is it
Yeah, just
half court,
Oh.
full court?
yeah, just
I
2
didn't-
on 2.
I thought it was
Oh,
like
okay.
on a team.
We can do on a team.
Well,
if you want to do it that way.
2-on-2 makes it a little more interesting because I think
Mhm.
on a team's pretty clear.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Let's break it down twos then. Just legitimate 2v2.
2v2.
I think I'm honestly just gonna go Giannis and Dame,
Giannis and
just because
Dame.
that's ridiculous.
Yeah,
that's
I
a
think
tough combo
the
right
2-on-2.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That'd be
But
Giannis and Dame
Jokic and
versus
Luka,
LeBron. Steph.
they might never lose the ball. They get it. Let's make it take it.
Wow. That's
That
tough
makes it
combo.
way harder.
Mm-hmm.
Giannis and Dame. That's a good.
I think I like Giannis and Dame just because Giannis is such an elite defender.
Yeah.
And I think he could easily keep up with LeBron at this age.
And he plays his heart out, no matter the circumstance at all. Like when he's actually playing, like
Yeah, no,
but-
we all know what you're saying. We've
but-
seen him walking up the court a few
yeah,
times.
yeah. But at the end of the day, I think Giannis and Dame.
Yeah, it's kind of funny because what's the difference there is you're rating Giannis better than LeBron at this point in the career
Yeah, I think
because you're not taking Steph over Dame.
I think Giannis is top 3 kind of unanimously at this point, and LeBron's not. He's still top 10, but he's not top 3. And then my thing is like Steph, obviously greatest shooter all time, still top 5 in the league player, but I feel like playing 5-on-5 almost definitely suits his game better than a 2-on-2 because you come off so many screens. Like 2-on-2, you don't have that at all, obviously. And Dame is ISO; he can get a ton of buckets ISO, and then Giannis is so hard to stop as well. So I would go with them.
Yeah, that's a force to be reckoned with right there, especially with Giannis and like just like the perimeter, and then you got Dame who can shoot from anywhere, just like kind of like Steph. So that'd be just hard to guard overall. And then also, I feel like Dame isn't the best defender, but
No,
I feel like
he's lacked that for most of his
I feel
career.
like having Giannis back there would help him a lot,
Definitely.
especially
yeah,
if you're
just
playing
chase around the
2v2.
perimeter.
Yeah.
Put a
If you're playing
2-on-2
2v2.
tournament in the All-Star weekend. That
See,
would be fun.
I've always wondered why they don't do like a one-on-one where, hey, one-on-one and the players get to pick who they want to go up against, or the fans vote who they want to see.
That
People
would be
suggested that.
Do you think it's like something with the players that they don't want to see that?
I don't know if they've like thought about doing that before. Probably.
I don't think
like
they
they
would
would take
change
it
it.
serious. Like maybe just do it like quick games
That's
in
what
like
I'm
a
saying, like,
bracket form.
To 11 or 21?
Not even. I think like 5 because those the guys aren't going to want to go to a full 21
That's true.
one-on-one game in a full bracket. But if you do like really quick games where you got to score and guard, and it's more urgent, a lot more urgency, I think that would be really fun to watch.
My problem
even
with
if
that,
it's all
though-
ones and just go to 3, and have a whole bracket of guys playing 1v1.
My only problem with that though is you get your 3-point shooters that just get hot. Like that's just gonna be so boring. It's just gonna be
Well-
like check three game, next game.
But if it's all ones,
Oh, I see what you're saying. All
Yeah,
one. So you
all
got to
ones,
drain
yeah.
3 threes in a row.
yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, that could be interesting.
Yeah,
I like that
you gotta
one.
get 3 buckets.
Let's
Or
figure this
four-
out.
Or
Would be-
5.
For me, who I think would win, I think would win in a 1v1 tournament All-Star weekend. I'm taking Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, the defense. I guess if someone's actually gonna win that, you're gonna need a defense on top of it. Kawhi Leonard would be a good one.
Especially all
He's
around
sneaky.
too.
Yeah.
He's got a nice midi.
I don't know if I can
Should
go.
have to dribble.
I don't know if I can't pick Kevin Durant. So hard to guard,
Mm-hmm.
a
and
good
he's
one.
got length to guard. So that's
That's a good one.
Yeah.
He's probably the best 1v1 player maybe in history. People say he's up there for sure, and I don't see people stopping him.
The other problem would be the centers. I wonder if you'd have to break it down into categories.
Definitely dribble limit, so they can't just back you
Yeah.
down.
I think dribble limit.
Because you're gonna have those matchups between Steph and Jokic, and it's not obviously Jokic is gonna get the ball, and if you're doing make it, take it. Steph's not. He's not
Yeah,
gonna get
but-
it back.
Say there's 3 dribbles, maybe
Mhm.
he'll miss a jumper. And Jokic wouldn't try in that anyways. So. Hypothetical, but yeah, it'd be interesting because if Steph gets the ball, 3 dribbles is enough for him to easily get by Jokic. So,
Mhm. And we've seen it with Giannis. He needs 1 to get to to be able to dunk the ball.
That's insane.
Yeah, he's one of those guys that just full steam down the court. You're not going to get in front of him. He's going to throw that down. Kind of we talked about before last week, but De'Aaron Fox, another one of those guys. Like if he gets the edge on you, you're not going to get in front of him. You just have to let that go. With that being said, though, we do got to go ahead and throw it to our first break. We'll talk some more NBA here, possibly some college hoops as well, and maybe college football. I don't know if we want to get into that. With that being said, though, you guys can always join the show 402-464-5685, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 951. Again, I'm Harrison Arns here with Sam Hoiberg and Jeff Grace III. We'll throw it to break and catch you guys on the other side.
Hey, moms and dads, bring the whole crew to a Salt Dogs baseball game and unleash the fun. Visit Haymarket Park all summer for fireworks Fridays, souvenir Saturdays, Sunday family fun days, and more. With 50 home games, even weekdays can be unforgettable. Planning an event? Make it a home run with group discounts. When you need Need an outing the whole family will enjoy? Unleash the fun with the Salt Dogs. Call 402-474-2255 or visit saltdogs.com for tickets.
Action Plumbing, Heating, Air, and Electric is the call I make when I have a need for plumbing services. Whether it's for my home or office, if I need a repair to a water heater, softener, or even my garbage disposal, I know I can count on Action to help. In one simple call, their amazing customer service team promptly schedules a service call, often getting to my needs within a day. Action delivers honest, quality services we can count on. To learn more, visit actionlincoln.com.
Ready to upgrade your combine with new technology to make your harvest more efficient, meaning more money in your pocket? The team at Landmark Implement is here to help find the right combine for harvest. Plus, when you purchase a pre-owned combine from Landmark, you are backed by Landmark's extensive parts and service network, along with mobile techs and parts drop-off points to keep you up and running, reducing downtime. View inventory online at landmarkimp.com or stop by your local Landmark to experience the Landmark difference.
Problem gambling can destroy an individual's finances, relationships, physical, and mental health. If you or a loved one are struggling with addiction, contact Choices Treatment Center's 24-hour helpline at 402-476-2300. That's 402-476-2300.
Nutrition Authority invites you to save 35 to 75% off at our back-to-school blowout. We're taking our better-than-internet prices and cutting them even deeper, bringing you the biggest sale of the season. Monday, August 14th through 19th, the back-to-school blowout is on at Nutrition Authority. For location information, check us out at mynutritionauthority.com.
This is Brad with Midwest Bank, proudly serving our Nebraska communities for over 70 years. We're a community bank, making local decisions, supporting local organizations, and helping local businesses and farms succeed. We are dedicated to serving our clients and helping them meet their financial needs with sound, innovative banking solutions. From an array of checking and deposit accounts, cash management services, to small business, real estate, and ag lending. We're here for you, your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Find out more at midwestbank.com. Member FDIC.
Ever wish you had another light switch on the other side of the room on a dark night? How much better would you sleep at night if you had a ceiling fan in your room? The High Electric Service Department is here to make your electrical what-ifs a reality. Whether you're looking to replace some outdated light fixtures or brighten up your counters with under-cabinet lighting, High Electric can handle all types of residential electrical installations and services. Give Erica a call at 402-466-6606 or visit high-electric.com to get started. Too many people believe that chronic pain, allergies, or illness are permanent and something you're stuck with. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness has been proving that narrative wrong for 29 years and changing lives for the better in the process. Their team is trained in the newest, most advanced pain-relieving techniques and ways to deal with toxins, allergies, pollution, and emotion that make you ill. Call today for a free consultation at 531-254-5695 or go to novotnynutritionandwellness.com. Novotny Nutrition and Wellness, located at 7th and Superior.
It's not often a man wakes up and says, I feel the best I have in years. We hear this all the time at Limitless Mail, and it can happen to you when you go to Limitless Mail and get a blood test to see what your body is missing. That's how simple it is. Schedule a free consult with Limitless Mail. Discuss your symptoms. Do the blood test. If your lab results say you're low in testosterone, we can fix that. Age is just a number. You can feel your best again. Just ask Limitless Mail.
The Butchery by Venue is Lincoln's premier specialty grocers. Take the quality of Venue home with you with our hand-cut steaks, handcrafted burgers, and locally sourced offerings. Browse our wide selection of specialty products designed to enhance your dining experiences with cheeses, spices, sauces, and more. We also have an exclusive collection of liquors, whiskeys, and bourbons at prices you're sure to love. Stop in to the Butchery by Venue today, located in our Venue at Home storefront at 70th and Pioneers, just 2 doors down from Venue Restaurant and Lounge.
America's been around since 1776. That's nothing. America's still just learning how to party. The Irish? The Irish have been doing it for thousands of years. Party the Irish way at McKinney's Irish Pub in the Haymarket. They've got your favorite Irish beers on tap, along with all the local and domestics. Plus great house cocktails, a huge selection of Irish whiskey, and the best Irish pub food in town. See the full menu and list of specials online at mckinneyspub.com or just head down there. McKinney's Irish Pub at 7th and P in the Haymarket.
Rico here with HIS Auto Care at 70th and Van Dorn, letting you know HIS is a great place to bring your vehicle for service. With superior service bumper to bumper, we'll treat your vehicle like it's your mother's. It doesn't get any better than that. So call 402-488-8934 and HIS Auto will make you glad you did. 5% off, mention this ad, and for sure your mother will be proud you called. 402-488-8934, HIS Auto Care, 70th and Van Doren. God bless you.
The sweet relief of air conditioning after a hot day in the summer sun. For only $2.88 a day, LES helps power life's special moments and your comfort. Learn more at les.com/value.
Back to Walk On Weekly. Here are your hosts, Sam Hoiberg and Jeff Grace III on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome back into the Walk On Weekly. I am Harrison Arns running the 1s and 2s. We've got the host, as always, Jeff Grace III and Sam Hoiberg in studio. If you guys want to join the show, Starter Heyman text line 402-464-5685, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo channel 951. But we left the break here, talking a lot of NBA. And, I do want to ask just quick thoughts. We're not going to dive too much into it. We talked about it ad nauseum, but Colorado, Nebraska, quick thoughts.
Defense is really good.
Mm-hmm. Cameron Lenhart is a beast.
Yeah, which he's undersized and he's a freshman.
True freshman, yeah.
Well, isn't like most of the D-line freshmen, I think?
I'm not. I wouldn't
Not
say
really.
No.
Not really.
Mm-mm. Let me get the years for you, but
but anyway, he's really good. He's doing better than what people thought he would do because he's so undersized and like you wouldn't expect that out of him. But I think the defense is really good, and I feel like once the offense like kind of understands each other and how to play with each other, I feel like we'll be even better going from there. So high hopes. I mean, it's a good thing to learn off of for sure. Playing that good of an opponent right now during the season, and I feel like it'll be kind of a thing we look back on that will make us better in the end.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you have to, right?
Yeah.
You got to use it for motivation. You got to get better. Short memory. But yeah, I mean, like you said, you do see that offense. It's not like they can't ever make a play. They do have series where they're making good runs and they're finally breaking that defense over. But again, you have one error where you shoot yourself in the foot, whether it be a turnover or penalty in the red zone. It definitely just keeps piling on. But Sam Hoiberg, real quick, and then we'll probably dive off this one.
Yeah, I think we got to give Coach Rule some slack because we know his first-year coaching record has not really ever been that good.
Mm-hmm.
And we played two really good football teams in the first two games, and they haven't been complete blowouts by any means.
No.
And defense looks great. And then people will talk about the turnovers with the fumbles and put that on the coach, but it's not like I don't think we fumbled a snap in the first game. It's not like that was an emphasis, and then we didn't fix it. It just happened this game. So I have all the confidence in the world that they're going to fix that and come back way stronger this week.
Yeah, and again, you mentioned it, but very small sample size. You don't want to be hitting the panic button at this point. And I do understand, like, for Nebraska fans, there's that sense of urgency, which you should have. You should be okay with the losses, but give the coach some time. It's kind of where I'm at. I'm not saying it's going to work, but let's wait and see what happens.
You got multiple guys on the team saying they still 100% believe in the process, and that's huge. They're bought in, and it's going to work.
Mm-hmm. Well, you guys can talk about that a little bit because
100%.
Last season you guys had to double down.
Yeah.
You guys absolutely had to double down that, hey, we're going to keep doing this. We have to commit as a team. What was that like for you guys? Rough stretch. Obviously, losing starters. Kind of same thing in Nebraska. You got to think Ty Robinson wasn't there for the first half. And then obviously Jeff Sims, we're going to see what that high ankle injury looks like. Didn't have Chubba Purdy, wasn't healthy. And there's some other key defensive guys. But what was it for you guys that allowed you to just really double down and commit to the team?
I'll speak on it. It was really interesting to like just see how like everything transpired because obviously no one really thought anyone was going to get injured, but injuries happen. Like it's part of the game. Like you can't control it at the end of the day. But I feel like how we bounced back and everyone locked in even more and like paid so much more attention to detail and like what we needed, and like a lot of guys stepped up, like Sam over here. I feel like everyone was bought in, even though it didn't go the way we wanted it to, because since those guys got injured, like that doesn't stop us from our end goal. So I feel like just because we had a little fork in the road, we didn't let the adversity get to us. And I feel like it really shows a lot about that team and the people we have on that team. And I feel like leading into this season, it'll make us even better. Especially it already has shown in practice, our physicality, intensity, so much. It's amazing. Like you would love to be around it each and every day. Like you could watch it at any point in the day. So it's really enjoyable to be a part of the team, I would say.
Yeah, and I think last year the big thing you saw was a culture shift from the start of the season. That was a huge emphasis, getting guys to bring in that will help build a culture, which Sam Griesel is I think down the line, if we get this thing to where we want it to be, we can look back on guys like Sam Griesel, Derek Walker, Emmanuel Bandamel. They were kind of like the founding fathers in terms of players of this culture. And obviously we had those injuries, and the first few games after those, we really struggled. I had just started playing, and I had a couple good games, so I was like feeling pretty good about that, but we lost by 20. And I think it was
Maryland, Rutgers.
It was Northwestern lost by 20, Maryland lost by 20, and then Illinois we lost by like 16. And I was thinking in my head at this point, like, okay, I've proved I can put up at least some numbers in this league, but will I be able to help us win? And I think a huge part was all offseason, all season before the injuries happened. The coaches were talking about just stay bought in, and we're going to have to fight through adversity during practice. Kurt, our strength trainer, would put us through lifts and challenges in the weight room that we had to fight through adversity. And when it came, we went through that real adverse patch with the injuries, and then we came back stronger than ever, played our best basketball of the season at the end of the year. That's one of the biggest parts, just buying into the culture. And we believed in our coaches, and we knew that they were putting us in the right positions to win. We just had to execute on that, and that's what started happening.
Yeah, and again, I think you said it before, but I do think the Husker football team still has that, right? I think that they're still fully bought into Matt Rule, and that gives me hope because that's what you guys had to do, and it worked out well for you guys last year. Obviously, didn't finish where you wanted to, but it could have been a hell of a lot worse, right? If you really tank the rest of that season, you talked about it, you don't carry that momentum into this one, it's hard to continue building that culture. So again, I'm just kind of curious to see what this process looks like for Nebraska football. With the quarterbacks, that's always going to be a discussion going forward, but we got a couple games. Call them confidence builders. Can't guarantee it anymore, but nonetheless, still excited to watch. Are you guys going to go to the home opener?
Absolutely.
Of course.
Nice.
Still believe in the fellas all the way through.
No questions asked. Of course.
Yeah, and I am super excited for Matt Rule to kind of experience that first home game as well, because that's tough, man. He had two tough road games to start off his college football career. And again, I'm not making excuses for losses, but man, that's a tough, couple road trips, not only for the team, but for first-year head coach as well. So we'll kind of wait and see what happens, but super excited. And then we'll be downtown for that as well, which will be awesome.
Yeah.
For all those listening, we'll be
Everyone stop
downtown.
by.
Yeah, have the athletes down here. And even during the week, when we have these shows going on, you can always walk by, see Jeff Grace III, Sam Hoiberg, Jay Foreman, all the Hall of Famers, Amon Green. It's just going to be a very, very cool process. And again, 402-464-5685. You guys want to join the show. Switching over, though, let's go ahead and get off college football. Or actually, Texas-Alabama. Did you guys watch that game?
Game was crazy.
Sam, you catch that one?
I got a little bit of it.
Okay.
I was like sort of like halfway watching it.
Okay, I wanted to mention that just because it was an absolutely crazy game.
Yeah.
Did not think Texas was going to pull that one off. And Nick Saban, we'll see what happens here. He's been going through the most adversity he's been through in a long time.
Which is really surprising because I think this is probably like the lowest point of his career.
Which is funny to say,
so
right?
crazy.
losing to a Texas team. That's actually good this year.
Very good.
Very good. Their defense was stellar. And, it's kind of the first time watching Alabama where they don't really have a quarterback out there.
Yeah, that is true. Because you always see like the Tua and then the Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, they get Bryce Young. They're always just loaded at the quarterback position. I think they had Mac Jones too, right? Wasn't he?
Yeah, Mac Jones.
They just always have NFL caliber quarterbacks. This is the first year where they have a quarterback that isn't totally accurate. Talking about quarterbacks though, NFL yesterday, Monday Night Football. You guys aren't Jets fans, right?
No.
Okay, good.
So they have two Iowa State guys who I was huge fans of when I was a big Iowa State football fan, Alan Lazard and Breece Hall.
Okay.
And I was planning on being a big fan. I'm still going to cheer for him. And Breece Hall had a huge game with his limited touches. But, man, that hurts.
Yeah, it's very sad. Even though I'm a Bears fan, I still.
You're a Bears fan too? Oh man, we had a tough weekend.
Chicago.
Oh,
Very
that's
tough
so
weekend
tough for you
at the end of the
guys.
day. But
Don't smile over. Are you a Green Bay Packer fan?
No, I'm a Vikings
he's
fan.
a Vikings fan.
Okay. Enjoy the Lions being on top of the NFC North. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
boy. Oh boy.
I will say, like, my heart is not as in it as it used to be. Like,
I
first
agree.
7 years of my life were in Minnesota, so I grew up a huge Vikings fan. Despised the Packers, hated the Bears, but kind of lost my love for the Vikings. I'm not a huge NFL guy, so I think that's kind of just what happened to me. But,
Yeah, fair enough.
I still have a little bit of heart in it for the Vikings.
Okay.
I would say I'm getting more back into football in general, just because.
Why?
Like,
Why would you do that now when the Bears are this bad?
They've always been this bad.
That's good. That's a good point.
Like
guys,
nothing's
okay.
changed.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's just like I feel like it's a lot more interesting now. I used to be like a big football fan, watching it back in the day, but then like I kind of like fell in love with the game. Like I used to play in high school and everything, but then I fell in love with the game, and now I feel like I'm starting to become more into it. I would say just like watching how like everything transpires from like I feel like we're such a big heavy social media world.
Yeah.
And it's interesting to see like the backstories of like what goes on that we don't see behind the scenes. So I feel like that's kind of where I'm more interested in. Also, like I'll watch the games with like my teammates or like my roommates, which is pretty cool, and like kind of like bring that relationship even stronger.
What position did you play in high school for football?
Well, I played a lot. I played a lot of positions.
Really? Just athlete? Is that kind of probably what they labeled you as?
So I mostly played safety.
Okay.
And then I played DN, a little bit of DN. That was pretty cool. But when a lineman gets his hands on you with those big gloves, I mean, that's where you got to call it.
I'm right there with you.
And then my younger days, I played running back.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I played defensive end as well. I was that outside linebacker. And
You were?
yeah, right? Hey, C2, man, calm down. And I'll never forget, we had a guy who wanted to play for the Air Force, and he was a senior. I was a junior at the time. And he was just an absolute beast. He didn't drink a soda his entire since he was a kid. He wouldn't drink pops because he just had this goal of being the best athlete possible. And we had this play, and we kept messing it up. And it was a play where he's pulling and he's cracking the edge rusher, which is going to be me, outside linebacker. We had to repeat that play like 6 times, and he launched me about 5 yards across the glass every single time. So definitely know what you're talking about. Did you have any like dreams about actually taking that to the next level, or in high school it's kind of where you wanted to keep it?
Probably my younger days, I would say I did.
Okay.
But once this is like when like more like when I came in high school, I feel like more of the concussions like started to come about. So I feel like that kind of like scared me a little bit, and then I also like just didn't love the game that much anymore. So I feel like I just got kind of burnt out.
Yeah, Jeff was also freshman on varsity in basketball. Like he was a stud, so he was kind of set on that. I feel like.
Yeah, and kind of shift over to basketball, I would say.
That makes sense. Yeah, I had the reality check I talked about with the Air Force. Stephen Hill, shout him out. That was my reality check.
Shout
Sam,
out
did you ever
Stephen
play
Hill.
football?
I did when I was younger.
Younger days.
Okay.
QB1 over here though.
QB1.
QB1.
Yeah. Well,
in Spain, QB1.
QB1 in Spain on the beach. Yeah, but I played running back, quarterback, and linebacker.
Okay, so you're just all over the field too.
Yeah, I loved football. I honestly regret not playing it longer.
Oh, really?
Because in Chicago, golf season aligned with football season, and at that time I wanted to be a college golfer. And when I came here, I actually thought about going out for football my senior year, but I just did not want to get hurt before basketball season. That was my biggest thing. But Coach Sad offered me to come play slot, so maybe I'll do that next season.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Sam Hoiberg got slot receiver. You do kind of have the build. You
I definitely have a football build.
Yeah, low gravity,
Yeah.
and you just kind of you got that build that, like, I'm a guy that I got that high center of gravity. You're gonna knock me over like a pinball pretty easily. You got those lower guys pretty strong too. You got work in the off season. Would you ever actually do that? The slot receiver?
I said if I have a
Satterfield offense,
really bad basketball season, I'll come try.
That'd be incredible.
That's not my plan, but maybe.
It's cool to know that he offered you.
Well, not like offered me a scholarship or anything.
But hey, try it out.
He was like, "Come play for me. Come play slot for me."
I mean, I suppose a lot of those coaches too. They just want to see. It's like, you're an athlete. Let's see what it looks like.
Just put you out there.
Yeah, you just always have those dudes that don't have any background with the sport, and they get on the field, and it's like, oh my god, what have you been doing the whole time?
Yeah, I haven't played since 6th grade, but I feel like if I could figure out like the concepts of football because I just don't have that. And,
Yeah.
like it's just not naturally in me because I stopped playing so early. But I feel like if I could really get that down, football would probably be my best sport just because that's what I'm built for. Like people don't, I think people don't realize just because I'm a short white guy on the basketball court, but like I'm one of the more athletic guys on the team. Like
I've seen you throw it down.
Yeah, like I can jump high and I can run fast. And
Mhm.
I have pretty good hands too. So I think I could be a good football player if I gave it a shot.
It's like slot receiver where you'd want to be if you went
Yeah.
back out there on the football field.
Probably. I also really like hitting dudes, so maybe safety or something. But
Like linebacker.
not big enough for linebacker though.
Yeah, linebacker would be tough. You'd
Yeah.
you'd definitely be undersized there, especially in the Big Ten. That'd be a lot.
Facts. I didn't think about that.
Mm-hmm.
But probably slot. I feel like that's what my body is most built for, at least.
Yeah, I think so too. Because that's like you get that physicality in there too. So if it's a run play, that's a nice weapon to have there that can block for you. With that being said, though, man, that's interesting. I did not know that was ever a discussion. With that being said, though, we do got to throw it to our last break. This is Walk On Weekly with Jeff Grace III, Sam Hoiberg, host as always. We'll throw it to break and catch you guys on the other side.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
The Lincoln Chamber of Commerce, Nebraska National Guard, 55th Wing, and the Lincoln Airport Authority presents the Guardians of Freedom Air Show, featuring the U.S. Navy Blue Angels, the F-16 Viper demo team, F-35, and the Air Force Wings of Blue. Experience a spectacle that your family will remember forever. The Guardians of Freedom Air Show, Saturday, August 26th and Sunday, August 27th at Lincoln Air Park. Parking and admission are free. Learn more at LincolnAirShow.com.
Arnold's Tavern in Havelock is the place to be this summer and the best place in town for shuffleboard. Come on Wednesdays and learn from some of the best players in town for the Shuffleboard Corner. Come on Sundays for Open House League all day starting at 11 a.m. and enjoy $3 tall boys and $3 wells. Shake off the start to the work week with karaoke on Monday nights. And don't forget, happy hour is every day from 3 to 6 p.m. and you are always welcome to bring in your own food. Arnold's Tavern in the heart of Havelock.
Are you tired of living in pain? It's time to take control. At Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, we're your one-stop shop for expert care in Lincoln. From broken bones to complex reconstruction, our skilled team will help you get back on track. Visit prairieortho.com today and discover why we're the trusted choice for thousands of patients. Don't let pain hold you back. Take the first step towards a better, pain-free life with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery, where healing begins. Call 402-489-4700.
Warning, this ad will use the F word often, so listen at your own risk. Family fun, fun with friends, freedom from fuel, free Yeti cooler, free driveway delivery. Hey, this is Carl from Nebraska Golf Carts and Price Right Auto, and we have the all-electric Bentelli Fun Carts, and they are a blast. Plenty of fun colors, and these street-legal carts come in both 4 and 6 passenger. Tell us you heard us on the ticket and get a free Yeti cooler with your purchase. Hurry, supply is limited. Check them out at 1235 West O in Lincoln or NebraskaGolfCarts.com.
You've driven by GE Landscape Supply countless times, likely without even knowing, at 6701 Cornhusker Highway. Now it's time to stop in. GE Landscape Supply sells to homeowners and contractors with a vast selection of landscaping and construction materials. They sell in bulk to save you money, and you can buy anything from a 5-gallon bucket to a semi-load. And don't forget, they deliver anywhere. Stop by 6701 Cornhusker Highway from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday to Friday and 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturdays. Go to GELandscapeSupply.com for more info or call 402-467-1627.
It's less than 1 month until the Guardians of Freedom Air Show comes to Lincoln's Air Park on August 26th and 27th. The show can't happen without the efforts of volunteers, and they need your help. This is a great opportunity to raise money for civic clubs, student organizations, club sports, and others who want to be close to the high-flying action. For more details on how to volunteer at the Guardians of Freedom Air Show, visit LincolnAirShow.com.
Repeat after me. I will not touch the fuse box.
I will probably not touch the fuse box.
Sip, do you remember what happened last time?
Yeah, I remember.
What happened?
Half of the city block lost power.
And?
My chicken condo went haywire.
That's right. The chickens ran wild. So what do we do instead?
Call Joe at Ambition Electric and let him handle everything. Look, saved on speed dial.
Ambition Electric, 402-217-3415 or online at ambitionelectric.com.
H&H Roofing, established in 2015, is proud to serve the local area, which includes the tri-state area in Nebraska, Iowa, and South Dakota. H&H Roofing has a professional team that are licensed and bonded, GAF Master Certified Installers, and an insurance-preferred contractor that will work directly with your insurance company. Also a leading roofer, siding, and gutter specialist. H&H Roofing will service all residential, commercial, and agricultural needs. Go to HNHroofs.com for more information or call 402-359-2546.
Gaina Trucking is hiring CDL Class A and B drivers. Gaina Trucking guarantees a 40-hour work week year-round, and their strong team culture makes it not a job, but a career. Gaina Trucking offers health, vision, and dental insurance, 401k with company match, an employee assistance program, and other bonus programs. Build a better career today with great team culture at Gaina Trucking. Learn more and apply today at GainaTrucking.com.
If you want all the latest technologies from those big banks, but you also want that hometown feel when you walk in the front doors, choose Midwest Bank. They have top-notch technology. They make banking so easy, and they also have the friendliest staff who will take their time to get to know you and treat you like family. You get the best of both worlds when you choose Midwest Bank. I live on the go, and now I can bank on the go. With Midwest Bank, I have everything I need at my fingertips. I'm volleyball player Allie Batenhorst, and at Midwest Bank, you'll love banking here.
You're counting on your team to win. So why not prove it? By placing your bets at Warhorse Sportsbook. Their win is your win. Put your money where your mouth is on nearly every sporting event. Use the Warhorse app to check odds and build your bets before placing your wagers in person at Warhorse Casino, including live in-game betting. No bets, no glory. Wagers may only be placed on Nebraska-based teams when played outside the state of Nebraska. Must be 21 or older to gamble. Gambling problem? Call 1-833-BET-OVER.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and Bob just wanted to say thank you for a record-setting July here at Koppel. The summer sales event continues in August, and the incentives are crazy good. Check this out. We got 0.9% financing along with a $2,500 trade-in rebate on select new models. You heard right. 0.9% financing has been extended along with a trade-in rebate. Also, our GM-certified used inventory is filling up fast, so make that money-saving drive to Koppel. It's just south of the interstate, or shop online at koppelcars.com. You'll be glad you did. All deals with roof credit.
Back to Walk On Weekly. Here are your hosts, Sam Hoiberg and Jeff Grace III on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
All right, welcome into the final, real quick and short segment of Walk On Weekly with Jeff Grace III and Sam Hoiberg, the host as always. And again, streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and Allo Channel 951. You can always go to YouTube Rewind in case you missed any of it. But we got a little bit of time here left. And before we send it over to Austin Orman for the corner 3, final thoughts. I want to ask you guys, we always talk about offense in the NBA. Looking at the defensive side of the ball, who are the real contenders for Defense Player of the Year?
NBA.
We go college too if you guys actually have some names in college. I'd have to do more research on it, but I'm curious if you guys have thoughts.
I'm not sure about college yet.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's a big pool to look
I don't
at.
even know why I asked NBA.
Jeff Grace III.
Facts.
I'm there. I'll agree with that one.
Big
Or
time.
Sam Hoiberg. Hey, you had some big time steals. You might be
I'm
there.
trying to be all Big Ten defense nominee.
Oh, dude, you definitely got that capability in you.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get like a couple steals a game this year.
Have the coaches talk to you about that, or is that just a
That
personal
was
goal
a,
you're
that was a
setting?
personal goal. I've talked to them about it.
Okay.
They're on board. Who wouldn't want their player to want to be a all Big Ten defender? But that's my goal.
You could do it.
What do you see your arc build as? Just like the ultimate 3-and-D guy, or do you think that limits your game? You think you're more capable than just being your 3-and-D?
I have like very high aspirations for myself, and kind of my goal right now is to feel like a little bit of a like I'm really working to become like an elite mover off the ball and shooter, almost like Casey. And obviously Casey is just something else. Like I'm not going to be able to replicate the stuff he does, but almost like next year kind of step into that sort of role as a scorer.
But you talk like being able to attack off the pick and roll a little more.
Yeah, I think off the dribble, I think that's kind of always been a strong suit of mine is off the dribble. And I was more of a driver in high school, but I've been developing my shot to a point to where I can shoot in workouts almost at a level of Casey, and then just coming off hitting tough, almost like I don't know if you remember Phil Forte for Oklahoma State.
Okay, yeah.
That's I talked to Coach Nate and my dad about that because they played him when my dad was coaching Iowa State. He was a 5'11", short white guy, and he averaged 15 a game, just elite 3-point shooter, and then obviously be a really good defender too. So those are my aspirations. Got to work really hard to reach there, but I want to be that elite shooter that you have to have full attention to at all times.
I like that. I also think that will be the best defensive player in the NBA.
He's capable. He's definitely capable.
No, I like that goal for you because obviously we saw flashes of it, so it's definitely a legitimate goal. And I think most people are excited to see PBA this season
for sure.
See that place get packed.
It's gonna be rocking.
And I'll say about last year, like I was more in the role of shoot open shots when they're like take threes when I'm open, but I wasn't flying off screen shooting them. I'm trying to do that in practice now to where I can do that in games this season, and then I got 3 years left, so just keep developing and become elite at that. That's my goal.
Absolutely. With that being said, that's a good point to go ahead and wrap it up and get out of here. Again, appreciate you guys joining in the show. That's Jeff Grace III, Sam Hoiberg. I'm Harrison pushing the 1s and 2s, and we will see you guys next week. Up next, we got the Nuclear Heat with Jake Bachman. I was going to say corner 3 with Austin Orman, but it is the Nuclear Heat with Jake Bachman. Followed by that, we have We Talk Facts with Cluster Johnson and Eric Strickland. So stay tuned in. Ticket Weekends. We'll catch you guys next week.